All right, I'm gonna move the microphone closer this way once again, and just knock some stuff over. Whatever, I'll knock it over later. Okay.
This is a neat microphone.
It is. It's nice. All right. Whoa, that's not appropriate. So
yeah, it's a really inappropriate show.
As you now know, I've started uploading these to a podcasting hosting site, so you can get them from Podbean or now iTunes. And so people can actually download these as...
I saw that.
So it's now like an actual, you don't just have to go to YouTube and like keep your phone open or computer or whatever. Now people can go do this. So...
That's cool.
Yeah, it's exciting. And with the new quality microphone, hopefully it sounds better. I was listening to some of the old ones just to sort of check for quality. Mm-hmm. And they sound good. They don't sound like super crisp. So sorry about the fact that this is not like high production value, but that's also... This is not my prime source of income or hobby. This is just sort of something we do.
Prime source of income.
Yeah, some people do.
Zero.
Yeah, because you can monetize your podcast.
Yeah,
we can make money for me insulting you.
I think I should make money for you insulting me.
I think you should, and then you can buy me a hamburger every week.
Yeah, I should. Huh?
I think it's a great idea.
I think it's it's a good cut.
It is. Okay. Who's on? Hey, it's Susan.
Hi.
Do you know Susan?
I'm not sure.
It depends. I know a couple Susans, so I'm not sure which
I know
Susan.
a couple Susans also.
Well, it's one of them.
Yeah.
There's no other Susans it could possibly be. Hello, Susan. She doesn't say anything. She can't hear us.
Yeah, which Susan?
Which Susan is this?
Because I'm sure we love you. Which one? Because I know it's like 3.
I don't want you to be presumptive. This is a really... Grenville?
Bueno.
You know.
Yeah.
Hi, Susan.
Yo.
Check it out. Are you typing bad words on your phone?
Yeah, I'm cussing.
Okay. Is your outlet? Is you just going to the notepad?
Yeah, I'm just like, this is where I express myself.
You don't have your iPhone anymore.
No, I got a new phone.
I noticed because I couldn't send you an iMessage the other day.
I still have my iPhone, but I no longer have it attached to my phone number.
Great. Just great.
It is pretty great.
It's pretty great. Good job.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. So, welcome to the Blue Lady Podcast. The way I'm uploading these, by the way, is not in order of like season 1, season 2. I'm just going to do them numerical. Like, it starts, I think, season 1 last year is 10 episodes, and then this year's 26 currently.
Yeah.
So basically, this is just going to be episode 36. I'm just going to upload them like numerically, like
cool.
that, because it's just going to be easier ultimately.
36. So. I love this kitten. I think she is wonderful.
Yeah,
and she's probably going to chew those cords and electrocute herself.
Freya. Yeah, she probably will.
Come here.
She's going to turn into a frayed wire.
Ha ha ha.
See, she comes with it.
She's so cute.
She ignored my pun. Anyway. She always ignores my puns.
I am skilled at not listening to you when you say dumb things.
That's true. She there's kind of like looks like almost kind of like Larry. You sort of dodge it like physically, because like sometimes we'll be sitting there and you'll just sort of like look the other direction.
Yeah,
that's great. Anyway, well, welcome to the Blue Lady Podcast. It is Thursday night, December 7th, 2017.
Is it?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
It is.
This is the anniversary of Pearl Harbor. In fact.
That's correct.
The anniversary of when Pearl Harbor was built?
Yes, it was built on December 7th, 1941.
The anniversary of it getting bombed or being built?
John.
I don't consider an anniversary of something being destroyed an anniversary.
No?
No.
John.
I like Ariel's just...
Of all things to celebrate.
John.
It's not celebration. It's like a when people talk about September 11th, they're not celebrating. No one is like getting out there in the streets and lighting fireworks and having a great time.
Little poppers. Okay, so anniversary.
That wasn't my choice of words. I think
that was my choice.
That was your choice of word. I can't believe you would celebrate this.
Yeah, well, I think it's a nice commitment.
That's like a committed to being bombed?
Yeah, committed.
Oh, wait, what was it?
Can we not?
You could say like the anniversary of the bombing of Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
I thought you were smart.
I think the word celebration is more appropriate.
I think so too. Yeah.
You're talking to a guy whose dad is Japanese.
You
That's
know,
right.
I don't like the way this conversation is going.
Unfortunately, this is simply how. All right, no, we're on this podcast. We are very much genuinely about good-natured things, and we have a good time. Don't take things too seriously, but the things that need to be discussed seriously in the moment, and then you look back at them and you go, "Was I really that worried about that?" Because that's trivial. That's like in the big scheme of things. Unless you're like in a torture chamber and that's literally like this is it.
The only thing happening.
Right, yeah.
In the whole universe.
Those are like the final moments,
Right,
in which
the,
case
the torture of
we don't
your
mean to make
experience.
light of that, yeah. Yeah, so if you're listening to this in a like if they put
If
on
you're in
the
the torture
Blue Lady
chamber right
podcast,
before-
yeah.
That's actually like the way in which they torture you in the torture chamber is making them listen to your voice.
Ah! Oh, snap.
Damn.
Your girlfriend hates you.
That was actually a pretty low blow.
I'm kidding.
Are you? There's always a little bit of truth in every joke. You're biting the cat's ear. That's cute.
Can I see her?
Yes.
I can see her.
Hi,
Okay.
Freya.
So yeah, the way the podcast works, if you guys haven't been on here, is if you're listening to it after it's been recorded, and you can do nothing but hear it out or press the pause button forever.
She does not like me at all.
No, she's upset.
Ah!
Or if you're watching it live with us, or we're doing it on YouTube, and you're actually able to come in here and you can chat with us, you can ask us questions, we can have conversations, we can back and forth, we can do a multitude of things. But I mean, we very much encourage live participation. That's actually very much the flow of what we do.
So, can you do me a favor?
Nope.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go.
Bye.
Bye.
Play with the kitten.
Can you like explain to me the? Is there another place that you're uploading the podcast?
So the initial site that I upload it to is called Podbean. So it's like Sacksteady is like my username at like .podbean.com, and that's where they initially go. But if you go onto iTunes, you can find, if you go to like the iTunes store and you search for Blue Lady Podcast, under their podcast section, it will show up. And I just have to continuously update those as I'm uploading all of our new episodes. So iTunes is probably the easiest one for most people to find because a lot of people get it through the iTunes store.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Go to iTunes and look up Blue Lady Podcast, and you can look at our backlog as it continues to grow, as I continue to upload and do all that nonsense.
Nonsense.
Yep.
All that garbage.
All that garbage.
Cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah. I don't remember what the next question was that I was going to ask. But
It was probably pretty good. And now we'll never know. This stuff gives me gas.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Naked.
Well, it used to. I don't know if it does anymore.
Which one is it?
The Blue Machine.
Machine?
So good.
No sugar added.
Nope, none. Zero. How are you? How was your week?
So great.
So great. Why is it so great? So great.
Socrates.
Yeah.
So great.
Have you thought about streaming on Twitch? I did a different podcast that was more
Twitch?
gaming. It's like a
God,
video,
I don't know anything.
It's a video game like sort of related streaming service.
Okay.
So it's more oriented towards like the gaming culture. But they do like talk shows and stuff, and you can do it there.
Okay.
We have thought about that, but
I've been thinking about that.
I've thought about doing it, and then I just have promptly not done it over and over.
Promptly.
Yeah. Yep. Immediately.
I didn't even hesitate not to do that
right.
shit.
So, I mean, I'm always looking into the other venues, but this is sort of like more of a means to get it out there. And now that we have it archived properly, it's going to be easier for us to simply say, we'll do this, then I'll upload it, and then it's more accessible ultimately.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah. You guys rock. Hey, it's Chris.
Hi.
Yeah. Hello.
¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien. Gracias.
Muy bien, gracias. ¿Y tú?
¿Y tú también?
Huh?
Yeah, we're a multilingual podcast.
Yeah.
I know approximately 20 words in Spanish. I might know more. Tamale?
I bet you know more.
Tamales.
Can you say?
That would work in Scrabble.
That's true,
That's
exactly.
true. You would get great points.
That's great.
I'm having an issue like with my memory. I'm not remembering anything that I meant to say within 3 seconds.
Did you hit your head?
Maybe if I do that, it'll knock it back. Right?
Maybe hit it, then you can, jog the memory.
I don't know what's wrong with it.
Oh, so anyway, also before we fully begin, 10 minutes into this, Michelle.
You need to educate her more on all things video games.
So I don't once a week. Well, we have Ariel over here, who usually sort of sits behind the scenes, my lovely girlfriend, and she contributes verbally.
You're welcome to sit here with us.
I'm all right. I like my spot on the couch. It's comfortable. and I'm.
Nice little couch. It's orange.
It is orange. You can't see that, but
No.
I can see that.
We could be full of shit about that.
And that's
That's
yeah,
what
I
it
could be lying.
yeah. Because you'll never know.
She could be laying
What is
supine on the
So
ground.
you're a
You
psychologist.
would never know.
You're a psychologist, psychiatrist, therapist, psychotherapist.
I'm a surgeon.
You're a surgeon. You're a nanosurgeon,
Yeah.
microsurgeon,
I'm a macroeconomist.
macrosurgeon, cosmosurgeon. So, what is the condition of us telling people something that is untrue because they'll never know that it isn't true? Is there a condition?
Lie.
Is that straight up just a lie? I mean, like, what's? I suppose so.
That's
But like, isn't
Did
there?
you not know that that's a lie?
I didn't know what that word meant. I had heard it often. Yeah.
I'd heard it often.
Yeah. But it never clicked. So.
To my knowledge, it's a fucking lie. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, what time are you thinking the Disaster Artist? Because we're not going tonight, right?
No, probably not.
Okay.
Maybe just do a 15-minute podcast and go.
Do you? What is it? It's at midnight, right?
I mean, it's usually like a 10 o'clock showing is what they do.
10 o'clock.
Yeah, you know, because it's midnight on the coast, so they do it at 10 o'clock. I don't know. It's probably easier just to do it tomorrow, so we can go like at like 7 or something.
Okay.
You know, like the evening is probably just an easier time to do it. We're gonna watch The Disaster Artist, and I'm very, very excited.
I am so excited.
Yeah.
Matt was saying so. Byron.
Everybody's pumped.
I am so excited.
Everybody's excited.
I love that movie.
The more you watch it, the more you sort of get his gift to the cinematic world.
He's amazing.
He's pretty amazing.
He's amazing,
Yeah.
and it's a total. I mean, it's you can't call it a good movie, a bad movie. You can't say. All I know is I love it.
It's his movie.
Experience.
You get to say it's his movie.
All I know
It's
is that
experience.
I love it unconditionally.
Agape.
I God love.
the way that God loves.
God loves. So, well, here, check this out. When you are watching the movie, your mouth is agape.
Oh,
okay.
that's so true.
Nope.
My mouth was agape.
Your gums start bleeding. Yeah.
I didn't know what to do or feel or think or.
I own the room because of John, and I love that I have it. That's fair. It's a good thing to love to have.
I actually really need a copy of it.
I actually do too. I don't actually own it.
You don't have it?
No.
Neither do
I don't understand.
Any of you want to?
Buy it for Michelle. Put your Amazon wish list up here. This is the time to do it.
Ooh,
It's almost
good.
Christmas.
Yeah, this is what this podcast is for.
That's right. To solicit money.
Yeah. I would like DVDs.
Any will do. Yeah.
The room is the most important.
Give me any 5 DVDs and I'll be fine.
That's classy.
Yeah, we've done 36 episodes, so I could work up to that.
Yeah,
request.
that's why we're allowed to beg.
This is what
Let's
I
see.
want.
It's on Amazon for sure. It's how you get the ebook. Okay, so pick up the Blu-ray on Amazon. I'll probably have to do the same at some point. I want to watch it again. Also, remind me after this podcast, we got to show you a gentleman we just experienced this evening on TV who's a video game developer, and his personality and expression was actually not that dissimilar to Tommy Wiseau. And it was interesting.
He walked on the television screen and began to talk, and John and I looked at each other and were immediately both of us
Did you
like,
both?
this
Did
is
you
Tommy Wiseau.
burst into joyful tears?
Kind of, yeah.
I was more in shock, and John was just in love. And
I was laughing
I
and
can't
I
wait.
could
loving
not
it.
believe it.
It was kind of surreal.
You know how sometimes people will do things and you get kind of like secondhand embarrassment from it?
Yes.
Because this is live television.
It's such a fun feeling.
Like an
I think.
award
Like
show
the visceral
kind of thing.
or the vicarious embarrassment.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah. It was.
Vicarious shame.
Oh
And
yeah, that's my thing.
That's
And
yeah.
That's my thing. Did you just say that?
That's what I think.
Oh.
I think that's my thing. She's into
I'm
it.
so into that.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
love feeling
Yeah.
vicarious shame.
Yeah, in the bedroom, it's the only thing I got to put it on in the background, and
No.
if people embarrass themselves, and she just, you know,
It's weird.
like a.
Stop interrupting Eric. Shut up.
I mean, it's okay.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
I'll show you that after this, and
Cool.
it was pretty great.
I'm excited.
So your week, we were starting to discuss
I
your
am
week.
strong, you asshole.
What? Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, you're a weakling.
Shit.
Yeah, prove your mettle right here.
Oh, Miles was crying in the hallway.
Let's bring all of them in here.
That's
You
not-
know, so we had people they're doing construction on our bathroom right now, and because the cats are, they're monsters and they can't be around other people because they're what they are. So we locked all of them in one room with a litter box and a water fountain and some food, and just were like, good luck, cats, and we closed the door. And they were fine.
They were actually very well behaved.
All
Yeah.
of them, they were just like,
You tried to put them in a Lord of the Flies feline
Yeah,
situation.
exactly.
exactly what it was. It was one of the
Yeah.
And they were more civilized and sophisticated.
I think
than-
what they were like bound in mutual terror is what it was, because they were so afraid of all the noise.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I've never seen Penelope so scared. I felt very bad when I was getting her from the living room. She had run behind the cat climber and was hunched up and as tight in the corner as I've ever seen her. She heard the loud noise coming from the bathroom, and I think she genuinely thought she was going to... Everything she thinks is going to kill her.
Over in her mind.
She assumed that was it. She's like, this is the noise of Jesus rocketing through the sky into the Sandia Mountains to collect me and eat my body.
This is
Yeah.
zombie Jesus.
Yeah, she knew.
Yeah.
So
Zombie
they
Let's
were
see.
all like sleeping together like in a pile on the bed, but they were all of them together just in one room. And they were so well behaved.
Michelle, you are the greatest woman on earth.
I don't want to hear this from you. I don't want to hear your voice
Well,
say
know
such
that, know
sacred
that
words.
I don't mean this. Yeah. Yeah.
What did you say?
I mean the opposite. Here, Ariel, you read that.
Okay, all right.
You mean I'm the worst woman on earth?
Michelle, you are the greatest woman on earth. You are my heart and soul, and life would not be life without you. Please marry me.
Followed up by Thunderdome for Cats,
Pretty much.
which is an appropriate postscript.
Yeah,
That's the
Thunderdome for
appropriate
cats.
postscript.
Yeah.
Will you marry me in the Thunderdome for cats?
In the Thunderdome for Cats. That would be so
That's
good.
the correct.
I
question.
I won't do it there.
Okay, but
I
you
will
will
marry you
there?
not in a cat Thunderdome.
Okay. Yeah, I'll choose the best place and then not
You
do
don't
it.
get to pick. You don't get to pick my venue.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah, it is
yeah.
fair.
Should I marry you anyway, John?
Yeah, it's none of your business.
I'm officiating the whole thing.
It's not. It's
Oh,
not
you
your
want to
business
officiate?
where Michelle is doing
I'll
it.
try. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. Thunderdome for Cats. Yeah, basically the bedroom actually became like a really, it was a good, very tranquil, like,
Yeah, everybody was really calm. They
It
all
was
were,
sanctuary.
Really, like well along.
Yeah,
And
they all-
then Revolver peed on my shoes yesterday.
oh yeah, she acted out. It might be
Did
because of the
she?
smoke smell too.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Yes.
So you repeatedly asked them to not.
I've asked a couple times. I said, "Hey guys, like the smoke from in here is getting into the house," and they're like, "Oh, okay, sorry. We'll watch out for that." And then it was doing it again. So I told them a couple days ago, "Hey, the smoke is still coming in." So he said, "Oh, we'll open the garage door more." And I was like, "Okay." So at this point, like, I mean, he's a nice guy, so I'm not like but it's getting to the point where it's starting to smell so bad that the entire house is.
It smells like we smoke inside our house.
Yeah,
at this
'cause-
point in time.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, when you open the bathroom, that's what it
it
smells
smells
like.
very bad. Yeah, the bedroom smells like when we're laying there. So I'm just gonna go buy them a fan and have them put it in the back of the garage so they can blow the smoke outwards. Because I don't know. Or just don't smoke in your garage. Smoke outside your garage. Go to your back. They have a backyard. Smoke in your backyard.
Could kill them.
I could kill all my neighbors and then they would not smoke. The bodies would eventually start smoking from all the friction.
Well, they would become ash, and they wouldn't be smokable anymore.
The ash would float upwards into our house and I would breathe in the bodies of my neighbors.
Let's not do that.
Yeah.
Let's just ask them really, really nice.
You don't exactly have to incinerate them. I mean, you can lure them to some other type of location.
A Thunderdome for cats sounds terrible. How about we get hitched at the dog pound?
Hey, okay.
Yeah, exactly. And we'll be made.
Immediate yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of a nice spot. They got those little like 4x6 little kennels.
Oh, you're getting hitched in the kennel.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good idea.
I agree.
Ooh.
Or how
Right.
they have the kennel where they just hose them down.
Oh.
Yeah, like the monkey cages, or I guess human cages in Planet of the Apes. They blast Charlton Heston with a hose,
I don't think I saw that.
like the original Planet of the Apes.
Mm-mm.
Pretty good movie actually. Charlton Heston gets sexy, like
He played Moses.
he did Moses and I don't remember the character's name from Apes, but whatever.
That was one of my favorite movies when I was a kid. Was
Moses,
the Ten
oh,
Commandments.
the Ten Commandments. Yeah,
Did you ever see that?
my parents watched that.
I used to watch that movie all the time. I freaking loved that movie.
Movie. How was your week?
You've asked me that maybe 5 times.
Yeah, we'll give you an answer.
I already have.
Okay, what happened during your week? I mean,
God damn it.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, what?
It
It was good. That's not a fun answer.
was wonderful. It was wonderful. It was a great week.
That's what I hear.
What day was it last week?
I don't know.
I was actually thinking about I was actually thinking about your assistance, but I don't want to talk about that. The assistance you provided, but I don't want to.
Oh yeah, no, that's.
Yeah, we're not talking about that.
That's personal.
Yeah, that's personal.
Yeah.
Yeah, John helped me with something.
Yeah, no one needs to know that.
John helped us with something, and we're not discussing that.
Good.
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
You were there too.
Oh yeah.
So
I forgot about that.
my week was really, really good. Thank you for asking.
I asked multiple times. I want you
Thank
to
you for
genuinely
asking 6 goddamn times. It was great.
Sure. On the 7th day.
On the 7th day, God said, John, shut the fuck up.
He did. It was a long time ago. And to this day, it still rings true.
Some things are just timeless.
Exactly. Yeah. Etched into the stars in the sky.
Well, God is infinite. God is infinite. And anything God says once, like...
It persists.
Yeah, like Jesus is going to come eat your body.
Oh,
Always
eat the cats. That's what the rapture is.
Yeah, so he comes and eats all the cats.
Yeah, it comes down
So
around.
Penelope's constantly.
Penelope really genuinely thinks that, though.
Aw.
My boss told me 2 days ago he had no idea what Soylent Green is made of. I was appalled. That's scary.
Who's that?
Luke Frohawker. He's been in the chat before. I never know with people like and names. I'm really bad with names and handles and things of that nature.
Handles?
Yep. Like unlike a kettle.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm really scared.
That's why you have that sort of thing to drink out of that
This
has no handle?
Yeah, it's like a.
It has a handle.
Is that a handle?
We call it a handle. There's a handle.
What's the definition of a handle?
It's got like a grip.
Yeah, I don't know
I would
if I don't think that's a handle.
It should have handlebars like on the top so I can pull it up to my face.
Pretty good.
Anyway, so something has been interesting. I was listening to episode 7 of our podcast because whenever
Season 1,
episode 7,
Okay.
because as I've been introducing this to people, they're listening to it now because they have
On the
more
new
accessible means on the new Podbean thing.
Okay.
And people are like, oh, hey, I'll check out your podcast. And so I talked to a dude who was actually one of our
Too much tequila.
well, I was talking to
Tequila.
actually one of our video game distributors who lives out in Pennsylvania. And he's all, hey, man, I'll give it a listen. And so he walked his dog last night and listened to the podcast. And he said, I started with episode 7. So I was like, oh, okay, let's see what's on 7. And 7 was one where I had just come back from Arizona. And that's when Christina had texted me when I was at work after like 8 months of zero communication.
Okay.
And I remember like at that time I was kind of stressed. That was actually also the episode where I ended up finally feeling angry.
Oh, that was the anger
It's very
one.
monumental. So it was a really good episode.
That might be one of the most pivotal ones that we've done.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, because it was a live like shapeshift of your psyche.
Correct. It was extremely
It was really cool.
right here. It was fun to listen to and it was fun to re-experience. And so that felt really, really good. But then at the same time, I was talking to Ariel last night about something. I went down to go to the West Side Store to hang out with Michael, and we recorded some stuff for a bit. And, Michael owns the West Side Store now. And so it's nostalgic to hang out with him for one, but also to go down there is really like, there's a lot of memories associated with it.
Yeah.
So driving down there at night, which is something I haven't done probably since March or April of this year, it reminded me of a couple of years ago because I would hang out with Christina at the store, and it was a really interesting thing. And I think I never realized this or put it together, but when I got to the store last night, that sort of feeling was there. I was like, this is kind of familiar and weird. And I realized that selling off the store was also selling off and getting rid of sort of a chunk of my life that is associated with that store, and she was a part of that. So putting like everything that transpired earlier this year when Christina came to the house and it was live on the stream.
That was so weird too.
Out of nowhere, she just came to the house, was downstairs, and I was like, all right.
Wasn't she like
She tossed a rock at the window.
Throwing rocks at the window?
Yeah, little pebbles or something.
Yeah.
And so in that episode is where I was like,
who does that?
Done. She does.
Apparently she does.
And it was that episode is where I released that and let that go, which is also very close to the time in which I had sold the store. So a lot of that was sort of being genuinely like pushed out of the picture entirely from my life. What?
I just hadn't thought of it like that.
Yeah, I didn't either until last night. Suddenly I was like, that makes sense. Like that was a really monumental shift. And because that was like the final shift, like the final phase really. And also I'd been hanging with Ariel at that point and we've been talking. And so just so much was happening at once at that time. It was kind of cool to see like the entire shift associated with a very small period of time. Kind of great.
That is great.
So now going back to that, down to that store, my memory is being rewritten and I'm sort of reframing to where if I go down there, it's
Reframing is one of John's favorite concepts that we've talked about.
It's great. We introduced that on the podcast in season 1 somewhere. My associate now is hanging out there, going down and chilling with Michael. That's what that store is now. Right. It's no longer those other things, the other memories, and it feels really cool to look at that and be excited about it and not attached, to any sort of weird feelings about it.
That's interesting.
That was great, and it just never occurred to me till last night.
How is Michael?
It's great. It's a great man.
Is he loving it?
Yes and no. I mean, he realizes how tough it is. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of thankless work. Yeah. It's a lot of behind-the-scenes work. It's a lot of, I'm stressed out, I have to work 6 days in a row work. But ultimately, getting the freedom that comes along with getting to call the shots, he digs that, I think ultimately he's up to the task. I think he's very capable. But he realizes as well that there's a lot that goes into it. I haven't been watching for more than the last year.
A handle is what is not on your fridge. Broke the handle off the fridge yesterday.
You did?
I guess it was me.
Oh.
I feel like it was a combination of a couple years of opening the door, and it could have been your fault.
It might have been.
Because you've opened the fridge.
I don't know, but I opened it really hard too. Yeah.
And I feel like you set me up so that I would feel like I broke it.
Yeah, and another 30 pulls, this thing's off. Yeah.
Boy, will her face be red.
Yeah, exactly. What an idiot.
What an idiot.
Handle is not on your fridge.
What a bimbo.
I haven't been watching for more than the last year, but I found such comfort from the comments and discussions and knowing I'm not the only one thinking a certain way after a shit show relationship. The majority of this podcast actually began with me struggling for probably a year. The first year of this podcast is me.
The theme actually, the theme week by week really was John's healing from a really painful breakup.
Yeah.
And I think week after week, there were tears. We spent a lot of time working through your stuff.
Yeah.
Which I think was amazing for a lot of people because you were willing to put that out there completely raw in front of a whole lot of people.
A live therapy session.
Over and over, week after week
Absolutely.
after week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's been very good and very, very helpful. And I think, keeping it public is a lot of fun because a very reassuring factor is knowing that we are not alone in stress. And no matter how difficult it gets, it's easy to think, it feels isolating.
Yeah.
But then you hit the moment that you go, oh, somebody else has felt this too.
Yes.
And they probably will feel it again. And they felt it many times before. And I felt it before. And I feel it right now. And I might feel it again. But it goes on. And it goes on. And it gets better.
Well, and I remember talking about, we went through, Kevin's situation, Byron's situation. We went through many people's relationships while we went through yours.
That's true too. There were a lot of people writing in about their specific issues, and it was a tangled web of relatable concepts.
Yeah,
it was great.
Yeah, it was.
I liked it.
It was, and it was really cool over time because I hadn't met Byron, Kevin, anybody until later.
Sure.
And it was really cool to get to do that from this vantage point. You know what I mean?
Right.
For me to actually week after week check in with these guys about their situations and where is Kevin? I haven't talked to him.
Right now, I talked to him a couple days ago. Yeah,
is he doing? How's he?
He's good. We did talk on the phone for about half an hour the other night. It was nice. That's actually really fun too. I like talking with people on the phone because it's something I don't do a lot, but it's also that's a more intimate communication form. I know it's not for everybody because of the convenience of text and sometimes people have phone anxiety. But it was really nice just to sit down and just talk. You talk with people on the phone often. Your sister, some of your other friends, Arthur and Becca. You do it very frequently.
Yeah, I'm not one of those people that has phone anxiety. In fact, I more likely will have anxiety about texting. In fact,
Really?
I don't know if I have anxiety, but I'm not a fan of text. I think I'm more likely to sort of ignore texts and not respond because I don't always know how to respond to text. I think texting is impersonal. It feels like memos or sort of office talk sometimes. I'm an in-person talker. I feel like too often in my life things have been misunderstood or misconstrued or just not not communicated correctly because of an email or a text message or a Facebook message or something like that. And I would much rather speak to a person, whether it's in person or on the phone. So I'm much more likely to call someone if I want to talk to you. And if I can't do that, I may not even answer.
I'm really the opposite in that way. I hate talking on the phone. Despise it.
You called me actually very frequently. You call me more often than I would think.
I don't call you.
You do.
No.
Yeah.
I call you when I need something.
Oh, fair.
Actually, I don't think I've ever called you to just like be like, "What's up, John? Let's talk."
You have not. We actually, we talk in person a lot.
But yeah, I mean, we live.
Yeah, 200 feet away from each other.
Yeah, so when we talk, we're usually it's easier.
Yeah, you're in here. I'm on your couch, in your bathtub.
But that's the thing, though. Like, you see each other face to face. My best friend Arthur lives in another city,
right?
And my other best friend is very, very busy. You know, she's a full-time job as a public school teacher, so
right?
She's very, very busy. I don't get to see her very often, so if I want to talk to her most of the time.
Do you like video chatting?
Yes.
Yeah, she does that a lot. That's true. Yeah,
cool.
Like
with your sister.
With my sister who lives in Poland.
I don't hate that. I think that's fun.
I don't get to see my sister because she lives in another country. One of my best friends lives in another city, and the other one is so busy I almost never see her. So, like, if I want to talk to the people that I love, I mean, if I don't call them, I don't get to talk.
Yeah.
And video chatting, I feel like, is a good way in which, because then you get to see their faces.
A good middle ground.
Yeah, but if you can't video chat because it kills your phone battery, because if you want to talk for a long time, video chat's not the best way to do that because your phone battery won't last. Just call. So I don't know. Yeah, texting, I don't understand. That's not for me. Like, people who can just text and text for hours, like, no.
It's only easy for me because I'm usually juggling so many conversations at once.
Right, which I guess I understand, but I'm also just that's just not for me. That's fair. That's not my form of communication.
Fair.
I'd rather, if I'm gonna have a conversation with you, I'll just call you.
That makes sense. I like that more anyway. Like seeing your name pop up. Well, not your name. Your picture pops up with the name Alf, and I like that. Anyway, yeah, there it is. This is the one time that has helped me build to where I am now because of all of you in that room. I'm always on the phone with my second half. Yeah. And I'm really happy to see that, like, people have approached me about this and about the podcast and what it's meant to them. And my favorite thing, though, my favorite concept, and this is sort of like one of like those universal just happenings, is I'll have a friend who's like struggling.
Yes.
And I'll be like, hey, you should listen to our podcast. And they listen to an episode and they say literally within the first like 10 minutes, the things I was worrying about, you guys addressed. And it's like, it sends them to the exact right one every time. It's, maybe happenstance, or maybe we just have a broad range of subjects we cover successfully sometimes. But when people have listened to it, they always say that, that episode specifically helped me.
The primary things that we've talked about have been things like adulting, suicide.
Yes.
We talked about that a lot. Like gender oppression types of things. Yeah. Both directions.
A lot of, current topics.
A lot of current stuff.
Yeah, we keep up with current stuff pretty well. I mean, if like something happens in like the news that's headlining, we'll often discuss that. Or sometimes, whatever's happening in our personal lives.
The thing with, the weeks that we've talked about Rick repeatedly.
Sure.
And that transition, which, everybody knows is my passion, is that transition from one life to another. That's been a big one for us too.
Absolutely.
And we've talked, we've also talked quite a lot about like healthy boundaries in relationships, and talking about our friendship as an example in a lot of ways.
Sure.
We've used us a lot, of course, going through that healing process with Christina. Addiction.
Yeah, I mean, the spectrum is very broad, and any time that somebody comes in with a concern that might seem like even slightly more unique or tangential, we've got a chance to explore a lot of different things. I really like that. Yeah. We've even we had like a great live phone conversation where we put the phone right by the microphone. Yeah. We talked for like an hour with a girl. It was fantastic, super fun.
When was that one? Did you upload that one?
I don't remember. I have to listen to a lot of these at this point. I feel that it was earlier this year. No, maybe it was last year.
It was last year.
No, there's only 10 episodes in that.
Yeah, it was earlier on. It was in one of the first 10. I think.
We'll check it out. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Anyway.
I'll take a look. Yeah. But does anybody in the room have anything that they wanted to say or contribute or feel like they want to discuss or want us to discuss?
Long story short, we love you. We love doing this.
It's true. It's something I look forward to. And even nights where I'm really tired, and it's kind of like, it'd be kind of nice just to not worry about it tonight. Every time we start up and we begin doing this, I love it. It reinvigorates me, and I want to continue
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah.
I've never been like, I don't want a podcast once it started.
No.
You know, sometimes it's like, you know, I'm get home from work and I'm like, oh, I'm kind of beat.
Mm-hmm.
But every time we start it up, it's renewed.
Yep.
Every time.
Renewed.
Is that like when you were once nude and you're nude again?
You get naked.
You've been renewed.
Right. You. Say it.
This is my life.
John.
Yeah. I just feel laser eyes just
I love
piercing into
it.
my neck.
I think it's funny.
I also love it.
Do you love it? Do you feel good about the piercing into your neck that's happening?
Kind of. I relish in if I get a reaction out of Ariel, which I can feel is just like pure disdain. I know I've successfly done what I've set out to do.
You know what? That
and I
reminds
celebrate
me.
too. I do
That
like a
reminds
shitty
me.
dance.
I like your Minnie Mouse thing, but the Michael Graham.
Yeah.
How like his response to you is often, John.
He and Ariel react to me very similarly.
That's true.
Yeah, they have a very similar.
How well do you know Michael?
Not super well, but I mean,
Not a handful of
He
times.
reacts to John very
I know.
similarly.
Yeah, she's seen that. Like I've been in the store with both of them at the same time, and I say something, and they both sort of like sigh, like simultaneously.
So, yeah. Sometimes just like look at each other. And then, like,
Yeah, and it's this is what it is. Michelle is amazing. I'm so glad she told me about these. I agree. I agree. I'm extremely happy that we get the chance for anybody to watch these and have a good time and just hang out with us. It's fun. I've met a lot of great people through this.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've met a lot of your people through this.
You have. You certainly have.
Yep.
John's people.
My guys. Yeah.
John's posse.
Uh-huh. My soda pops.
My soda pop.
What's your favorite soda?
Diet Dr. Pepper.
Coca-Cola.
Didn't we have this conversation? And I think I had a different answer at the time. So
You might have. People change, Michelle.
Not me. I like to drink Coca-Cola.
Cheer one.
Actually, not. I mean, I drink like club soda. I drink unflavored, plain.
Cheer
nothing
one.
soda.
We gotta try a cheer one. 'Cause you haven't tried that one.
That's true.
That's like the one that I do want to drink one of those. I stopped drinking soda entirely for like the past like 2 months, almost 3 maybe. I don't know. It's been a couple months. But
how are you feeling?
Great.
Do you notice a change?
I noticed that I want soda a lot, but I mean, I feel like a little bit better.
I notice I regret it.
I
all
noticed
the
that.
time.
Yeah, I hate what I'm doing.
I hate my life.
But I'm going back to the gym as well too, and making a habit of that. And so as a whole, I'm just feeling better overall. I'm even eating more veggies and like the things I'm supposed to be doing. And Ariel's keeping me in check.
Good for you.
Yeah, it's good. Makes me feel better.
When you say it like that, it makes it sound like I'm trying to force you to eat things.
Oh, she doesn't.
It's
No,
not.
Ariel's never
You
forced me to
asked
do
me.
a single thing. No,
You
she's
asked me.
suggesting. She's keeping me in check by if I need help, I ask for her assistance and she delivers.
Like at this
That's
point,
what I mean.
sometimes I feel like I eat worse than you, which is not. I don't necessarily think true. It's just that, like by default, like my natural like sensibilities to want to eat are more like vegetables and fish and chicken sort of thing, and yours are like SpaghettiOs and goldfish.
Correct.
I wish I had craved good things, healthy things.
Have you
Well,
eaten
the thing
SpaghettiOs
is,
and goldfish?
Like, because I have celiac, I can't eat a lot of junkier food.
That's true.
You're
Celiac. You have celiac.
Yeah,
She
I
does.
have celiac.
Yep.
And I've been diagnosed for 4 years now, and so I can't. I've gotten really used to not being able to eat. Doesn't mean that I don't want to. Because I've said this many times. I think about donuts 100% of the time.
That's true. Yeah, when we're getting intimate, I can see them in her eyes,
Yeah.
just like glazed Krispy
Like,
Kremes.
that's what John looks like.
Yeah.
Like.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah, I just thought about that, Susan.
Susan also has celiac.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you think about donuts all the time as well? Because
Ariel-
Yeah. Do you think about donuts?
Ariel craves
Are
donuts.
donuts on your mind right now?
All she wants. Every time we drive by Krispy Kreme, I sort of like feel her heart like shatter.
My center of gravity moves.
Yeah, exactly.
I pull towards the restaurant.
The car
like,
shifts. Yeah.
Yeah, I shift. So it's not that maybe I don't want to eat junkier food. By junkier food, I mean donuts, but mostly donuts. But yeah, so I just like naturally eat. I think a lot more vegetables and non-carby type foods. So
By default, yeah.
There have been times that this might sound, I don't know how this sounds, times that I wish I had some sort of condition where I couldn't eat the way that I eat.
Get cancer. Boom. Done.
Do you know what I mean by that? I know that's a ridiculous thing, but there have been times that I'm like, man, I don't control myself very well at all, so I wish that I had to.
No,
had
don't
to.
Don't wish that.
You just gotta not do it.
Chocolate glazed.
She says
craves
chocolate
glazed.
I want the powdered raspberry filled.
Powdered raspberry filled?
Got all of them, actually.
That's what the celiacs dream of?
Donuts.
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah.
We talked a lot. I dated a girl who was gluten-free or gluten intolerant about 7 years ago.
Lex.
Yeah, I learned a bit about it from there, but also
I learned about it from you guys.
From that as well, right? And so I discovered, a lot of the fundamentals of cooking and like the consistency of gluten-free recipes. And with Ariel, I've learned a ton more, especially that donuts, you simply cannot make a donut. You can make like a cakey kind of donut, but not like a
yeast
fluffy
donut,
yeast.
like a fluffy, perfect, masterful God
So
creation.
nothing quite like that, which is unfortunate because we'll have to ask the guys at Paisanos.
All I think about is donuts.
Paisanos is so good.
Yeah, and their head chef,
Has celiac.
celiac, so by default he will make. They've got the best gluten-free in town I've ever had.
They are so good.
Yeah.
Their garlic bread. And
Their
their
gluten-free
They are
garlic bread.
so good. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's delicious.
So
Snap.
Super great.
Yeah.
Super great.
Yeah. It's just a lot easier not to eat that stuff because it's so unsafe most of the time.
True.
So.
Yeah. And there's been a couple like slip-ups here and there, not like anything that you've done, but like you go to a restaurant and they serve something that happened on my birthday. Yeah, we went to Raging Trip. We've eaten there before, and I think you got the same thing.
I did.
And something slipped in this time. Who knows what exactly or where, but
we barely made it home.
On the way home, she was like, "I don't feel good," and it was like a very immediate, like within half an hour, probably kind of.
Yeah, what's it like?
Response.
What? So it's really really quick.
It's quick, and I get nosebleeds, I get headaches, my skin breaks out, I get obviously stomach problems, and it's rough. Like,
what's the most common symptom for you?
Stomach stuff and nosebleeds.
Stomach and nose.
I get like sores all up the inside of my nose, and my nose will bleed. And then,
dang.
Yeah, it's a mess. I feel very bad.
Gluten-free. I made gluten-free pecan caramel sticky buns the other day.
Not the same, but good. Yeah, it's cool. There's like a lot of pretty decent workarounds, all things considered, but donuts.
Her eyes lit up for a second, Susan.
Yeah.
She did. She looked. She looked like her dreams in life had been fulfilled.
Yeah.
Donuts. Yeah. I love it.
So do you experiment with recipes and stuff?
Oh yeah, all the time. I cook a lot, but it's just easier most of the time to just not eat carby stuff.
Honestly, eating out is scary. Migraine immediately, stomach hurts, nausea, and vomiting. Celiac is awful. I feel for you.
It's
so,
crazy.
Yep, there's solidarity. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Hopefully we find a cure soon. I'm working on it.
And I've said this a million times, and I mean it all the time. Yeah. And when they find the cure for celiac, I'm going to be on the news because I'm going to eat out an entire Krispy Kreme. And it's going to be like, woman cured of celiac, diagnosed with diabetes, eats 3,000 donuts.
That's fair, yeah.
Like, it's going to happen.
Just do it until you throw up.
Yeah.
And it will be worth it.
Oh God, yes.
I'll videotape the whole thing.
Yeah,
on a camcorder.
On a camcorder.
Yeah, I don't use this.
It's funny because I know like iPhones exist, but I literally did this. I was like,
yeah, no, exactly. By default, right? We used to have not even just like the small like handheld one like this, but like the one was like half the size of the amp.
On your shoulder, like a.
And there was no like screen viewer thing. It was like the peephole, so you could kind of hope like a camera.
That, like, pops
I remember
up,
that.
Like, your eye.
Yeah, and you hope for the best.
And you actually have to fit a whole VHS into
huge
it.
VHS into
I remember those.
Yeah, and the battery lasts like an hour maybe. Yeah.
Right.
I'll go on that with you. Eat all the donuts. So you have a donut friend when celiac gets cured.
Man, I want that restaurant that's up in Denver that has all those good donuts.
Oh yeah, she visited some place and they had some gluten-free donuts and.
They're really
the
good.
ones you brought back were tasty.
They're not like yeast donuts, like the ones that rise and then are fluffy, but they're like doughy, cakey donuts. They're really good.
No. Well, how's everybody this evening? What's going on in everybody's lives? Anything anybody wants to discuss, or anything anybody has in mind, or we just want to keep talking and just sort of winging it?
We could wing it.
We pretty much always do.
Pretty much that's the only thing we do.
That's the only thing I understand in life.
Winging it.
Kinda, yeah.
Winging
Winging
it.
Wingstop. Winger. West Wing.
But you tell Michelle that
The show Wings.
today is 100 days without me having a seizure.
That's correct. Yeah.
Hey,
Yep.
really?
Yep. Keeping track of it, and
100 days.
100 days seizure free.
Cool.
That's pretty sweet.
Really
It's
exciting.
good.
I didn't actually know that John came home from work.
Yep.
That's cool.
I was very excited to tell her this was a benchmark.
Yeah.
So I'm happy.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So why?
Huh?
What has happened in your life that has like liberated you to an extent from that? Is it all the lovin'?
Oh, the hanky panky.
All the hanky panky.
Yeah, keeping her brain occupied with with flesh. Yeah. Yep.
Hi, Kevin.
Well, I mean, it's not a question for me to answer. So yeah.
I think.
How do you feel?
What
What do you think?
trying to think of the nicest way to say this in case it's true whether they like it or not. I don't live with my family anymore.
Yay!
Yeah, and that's I think a huge source of
Yep.
of
Sure.
problem in my life.
That
Yeah.
kind of liberation is.
I think a lot of people can identify with the fact that family is not necessarily the healthiest thing for any of us. Some of us have excellent families that we're like
Mhm.
compatible with, that we would pick out of billions if we could,
Mhm.
but most of us don't. Most of us have family members that we would not necessarily pick, and some of us actually have some that we would avoid like the plague if we met in other
Mhm.
venues and other manners.
Mhm.
So I don't think that's abnormal or strange.
I think something to keep in mind as well too is that no matter how much you love people, like you can think of like taking a trip for a month with your best friend.
Yes.
You maybe like 1 out of 10 best friends. That's weird. You could take a trip with and just have a full month of hanging out and like no issues.
Mhm.
Chances are 9 out of the other 10, after the full month of being with somebody exclusively, when you get back, you're gonna want your distance. You're gonna want to be like, I love you to death, but like, holy crap,
Mhm.
super saturated. And it's nice to get away. You don't always, no matter how much you love somebody, you don't always want to be around them all the time. And it's not, like a personal thing. It's just sort of like that's what happens with
Right.
people.
Yeah.
Not everybody's compatible in long, extended periods,
Yeah.
and that's okay.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's true. I think now I'm able to manage my relationship with my family in a much better
From a better
way.
from a
That's the way to put
distance.
it. Managing.
Manage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas before, I think like it was just absolute chaos, and it was a more damaging situation than a good one. And now it's like from a vantage point where I can kind of look into the situation and be like, all right, and now I'm gonna spend a little bit of time here and kind of back off and take care of what needs to be taken care of as is necessary.
Sure.
And it's just
Yeah.
better.
That makes sense. Flesh occupation confirmed cure for epilepsy. LOL. I mean,
There's been a lot of empirical research done
correct.
preparing for this episode.
Yes.
So any of you that have issues with seizures, epilepsy, the cure is lots of flesh.
Flesh.
Lots of fleshing activities.
Fleshing activities.
Fleshing activities.
That is so primal.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You're a caveman.
Oh yeah.
Oh
That's what
yeah.
I am. I'm a caveman.
You are Ringo Starr.
Ringo Starr.
Ringo Starr. I'm Ringo Starr. The
You are
caveman.
very much like Ringo Starr.
Ringo Starr, the Neanderthal. What do you mean, very much like Ringo Starr?
You both have flesh.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
You're
Yeah.
both human beings.
The light bulb turns
We
back
have-
on.
You're both
We both have
alive.
eyes and skin.
Eyes, skin, hair, nostrils. He's got a fake nostril. Do you know
oh my
that? It's
god,
like
I
a
had no
artificially
idea that
installed
he was my
doppelganger.
I had no idea.
Yeah, you guys are almost the same person.
Oh my god.
That's weird looking. Yeah, whenever I look at you, I kind of like I start playing the drums in my head.
Mm.
Poor Ringo.
I know.
We're so mean to Ringo.
Yeah, I know. I love Ringo Starr.
So do I.
He's just sort of around.
Around
He's just a groupie
golf?
that they just kept on camera.
I know.
I love it.
Funny.
Both of the human persuasion. That's always why I find it funny when people say, "Oh, they don't look anything alike." And it's like, yeah, they do. They've got like thousands of similar features.
Yeah.
Flesh and
Yeah.
pores.
They look much more
Teeth.
alike than a bat and a whale, for example.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be wicked to have a bat whale.
A whale bat.
Whale
What
bat.
if a bat and a whale like got it on?
One would be at a disadvantage.
But I mean, think about this though.
Like,
A
with the
bat
bat
and a
flying into the
whale is
vagina?
still like more similar than like a blade of grass and
The sun.
yeah.
It's fair.
You know?
Right.
Yeah, both. Yeah, there's a.
So because I mean, whales and bats are both mammals, so like like it's weird to think how similar things really are.
That's true.
That is true. A girl bat would fly into the boy whale's urethra, and then a boy bat would fly into the girl whale's vagina.
Weird.
Look, we're discussing the possibilities, not the actuality. I have yet to look. Science knows
I've
no
always
bounds.
loved the love relationships that seemed above and beyond any odds.
That's
like-
right. You know, like you see videos on the internet of like,
Unlikely couples.
it's like a bulldog and a baby tiger.
Yes,
or whatever.
and if a bat and a whale,
The zoo friends. Yeah.
I would fall in love with that story.
Imagine a bat who like would fly by a tree every morning. He'd grab a grape and then dive underneath the water to deliver it to the whale and then fly back up before he dies. I would watch that story.
Me too.
Good.
I'm gonna cry.
I mean, yeah, it's sad.
Why
Man.
would
It's
the whale not just like come above the water so the bat doesn't have to try to kill
because
himself?
he's chained to a rock at the
Because
bottom of the
true
ocean.
love-
Well,
Ariel.
he would. Then the whale would die.
He's got like a big long scuba like
Stupid.
snorkel.
I don't like this story.
Oh, come on. Did you guys watch the video game awards tonight? Off topic, sorry. Yes, we did, and actually they ended minutes before Michelle actually showed up.
Oh.
So I wasn't sure if we were going to make the podcast in time because I wanted to watch the video game awards. So we watched the whole thing.
Priorities.
That's happens once a year.
Oh.
It was fantastic. It was super fun. It was like 3 hours
That
of
was really fun.
awards and musical guests and like game reveals and things that really excited me to the point of you don't know.
I don't. You're
No,
right.
you don't. Bat on whale urethra entry. The real place that human babies come from. I'll be sure to wake my son and give a correction. Yeah, seriously. Roll him out of bed, shine a flashlight right in his eye, and be like, listen, man, something you need to know. Have you played Breath of the Wild? I have put about 200 hours into that game. And my only regret is that I lent it out to a friend like a week ago, and the new DLC dropped tonight, and I can't play it until I get it back.
What's the DLC?
Downloadable content. Had like a new expansion with like new story stuff, and it just hit this evening out of nowhere.
Mhm.
And Byron has my copy of the game.
Byron,
I know. I texted him immediately. I was like, "You better get this back to me."
you bastard.
I'll get it tomorrow. That's fine. But I'm sad because that means I'm not playing it right this second, and I'm usually very on top of those trends, especially for the sake of the store, so people can ask me and
Oh, yeah.
hey, John, what's this like? Assuming that I've played it immediately, which is usually the case. Whatever. Playing it on the Switch. That's what we're doing.
Fucking Byron.
Yeah, that's
Fucking
right, man.
Byron.
I'm gonna go to Toys R Us with a ratchet, smash his freaking ankles off
With the ratchet.
with a ratchet. Yeah. That's crazy.
Did you ever see that movie Misery with Kathy Bates and what's his face?
Oh yeah.
When she smashed his ankles.
I didn't watch
Awesome.
the whole movie because I'd read the book
Mhm.
and then I wanted to watch the movie afterwards because I really liked the book.
Mhm.
And it's so the book is absolutely outstanding.
Yeah?
And
Mhm.
oh my gosh, I have it. I think it's on the shelf, but I'll lend it to you if it is.
Cool, yeah.
I should. I might give it to my sister. But it's like it deviates enough from the book that it just wasn't like it was campy in a way that I didn't feel like finishing. If that makes any sense.
Mhm.
Yeah. I want to read it because I didn't even know that was a book.
It's told like from first person perspective
Of him?
Of him.
From
Yeah.
him?
Yeah.
Yep.
and
I
it's-
watched
it's-
Kathy Bates walk in my room and smash my knees. I screamed in pain.
She like cuts
She
his
laughed.
foot off actually, and
Oh,
it's amazing.
God.
She's drugging him the whole time
Ugh.
because he's in pain, and then he has she'll do this whole like give him drugs and not give him drugs and bait him with it constantly because he needs it and he's
crazy.
addicted, and it's absolutely outstanding. Like the book is it's fascinating.
Ooh, that's
Kevin
scary.
asks, have you seen Gerald's Game? Another Stephen King novel, but it's a Netflix original. We've only watched the trailer,
watched the
and
trailer.
it was so unsettling.
Oh yes.
The trailer was?
Oh my
Oh,
god, the
it's
trailer
disturbing.
alone was getting like, oh my god, yeah, I want to watch it, but I'm also, yeah.
I will never forget the first time I saw the Human Centipede.
I've
great
never
movie.
seen that.
John showed me that movie, and I think it might be the only time I got genuinely angry. And
you left after like a week. You left and you didn't talk to him
I
for like a
didn't
week.
speak to him. When was this? Like maybe 8-7 years
This
ago.
I thought you
was-
were like into gory, violent movies. 'Cause
I
you
don't
like
know
the
why.
scary movies.
I hated it. And then I watched it again and I loved it.
It was like
See, I
2012.
can't stand gory movies.
It was
I hate-
2012.
I hate the
Okay.
like
Yeah.
cinema violence and gore and like the noise that it makes. Like I really don't like it.
You really
It was
really
6
kid
years
him.
ago. It was the only
I
time I think
remember
I've
now.
ever actually been angry with you and wouldn't speak to you and felt like I didn't know if I wanted to be friends with you anymore.
Because of a movie?
Yeah, I had this major visceral reaction to it, and then within a couple weeks I watched it again and I like loved it.
Mhm.
I love that movie, The Human Centipede. Now I love it.
What's crazy, Michelle, is that the Human Centipede is pretty tame in the realm of shock horror.
I know.
Well, at the time, I mean, sure.
I
but-
don't know why it affected me that way.
I probably would. just
I don't
probably
know. I don't know
not
what
be
it-
able to
I don't
finish
know what
I
it
can't
was.
do gory stuff.
Have you ever seen Martyrs? No,
Mm-mm.
I have not. Not one. I've seen people who think they're martyrs.
Have you been on Facebook?
No, it's fair.
Hey, Lindsay.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean. to.
Lindsay. Not untrue.
I know.
But, hi, Lindsay. How are you?
Hi, Lindsay.
Guess what they say?
What now?
Guess what they say? Oh, you're not going to shoot me. That pun ain't unloaded.
You're gonna. He's gonna get
It's
shot.
full
on
of blanks.
camera.
Yeah.
It makes a nice
A
noise
snuff
when you
cast.
click it, though.
A snuff cast. Oh,
Yeah.
Let's do a snuff episode.
We can do it
I
once.
don't like this conversation at all.
Yeah, you better be sure.
You're right. We can't only do
Nope.
it once. Huh?
For the final episode, I guess we do.
No.
Ah! You spit on me, you asshole. Get out.
Jonathan!
God damn it, John. Why did he laugh? You said no, and he laughed.
up my nose.
I don't know.
What was funny to him, I
I
wonder?
don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know what goes on inside his brain.
No one does.
Did you hear about that guy who held a hostage with a Master System gun?
Like the light phaser?
I didn't hear about that, and I need to be educated right now.
Sorry about
I don't know what that means.
Master System is like a Nintendo, except made by Sega.
Right back.
Okay. I'm about to educate you. That's fine.
I need to be educated.
I have to educate you twice? Well, I have to educate you and then her.
You spit on me somehow. Like it came out sideways,
I
and
know,
I
went
think
up
it
my
went out
nose.
sideways,
It
and
went-
it went up, and it went down, and that was really gross and strange.
It was strange. It's still kind of in my nose and it feels strange. Cat's in the window. Okay, so the Master System. You know the Nintendo.
I do know the Nintendo. I know what that is.
And you know how the Nintendo has a gun.
Duck Hunt.
Yeah. Well, the Sega Master System is basically Sega's version of the Nintendo. And they had another gun that was black called the Light Phaser.
Okay.
And it looks, I guess, real enough in like a quick scenario. Like if you were to walk into a store, it doesn't really look like a real gun. It looks like this except black. But like if you,
It looks like a Spider-Man toy. That one.
yeah, this one was painted. This is a custom one
Oh.
that a buddy did for me.
The gun Ariel was just fake shooting John with.
Correct.
Someone used that in an actual hostage situation. Wow.
So, yeah, because I mean, at first glance, like you would look at it, and if like you didn't know explicitly, you might just be filled with terror that that's a real gun. And if you don't want to second guess, which is fair, you just comply because it's scary. You know, if someone holds something resembling a gun at you, you might just not want to,
Right.
you know, take a chance.
Yes. That's true.
There is no circumstance that you can't handle when you
So
use your
does it-
mind.
Actually, look like a gun, or does it look like
I mean, it
this?
looked like that except for black, like complete black. And so, like kind of like a counterfeit bill. Like if you're doing something really quickly, somebody might not, you know, want to second guess. They would just look at it and go, "Oh shit," you know. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean, if you yell, "Get on the ground," it's not like they're gonna like look at it.
Yeah,
It's
is that
like
a real gun?
Your
Yeah.
face is gonna be in the
Hard to say.
concrete.
Yeah. Yeah. In the heat of the moment, I'd just sort of panic and
I mean, if somebody was holding it like at my body, I would know what a real gun.
I would
felt like.
laugh so hard.
But
I would too.
I think she's the cutest kitten.
She's a cute kitten.
She's really, really adorable.
I don't think you should be looking at my cat like that.
I will look at your cat however I want to.
Is that okay?
It's okay.
Are you objectifying my cat?
Fuck yeah.
Cool.
I really do.
She is. She's so cute. Tiniest mouth. So my only concern actually at this point, I got to double check and listen to this later, is to see how well you're going to be heard sitting over there comparatively. Because I think we tested it and it's audible, but I don't know if it's going to be that good. Ultimately, I might scoot you over here.
It usually depends on how animated Ariel feels about a topic.
That's fair. Sometimes you are.
Sometimes I'm much louder.
More vocal, yeah.
Yes.
That's fair.
Sometimes there's a huge projection that happens,
fair.
and it's like a booming voice of God. And sometimes,
and on the podcast in general, you're a little louder than you normally are when you talk, because you talk. Oftentimes, you're a little more reserved.
Yeah.
But here in this room, when we're having conversations,
I try to project.
I think you do pretty
you're
well.
you're not an over volume speaker.
No. Not
I
at all.
don't think I.
Yeah.
No,
you're not.
you're not at all.
She's quiet, but it's not too bad.
Okay. Just quieter, also a little bit further away. And I think that's it.
Her name is Freya, the new kitten.
Yes, Freyja.
Yeah.
Freya,
Freya.
named after the Norse goddess of love and babies,
Yeah, and magic.
and magic,
Yeah.
and also Freya from Final Fantasy IX. That was sort of like our crossroads for naming this cat. Because we were originally going to name her live from New York City.
It's Saturday night.
Yep. And then we were going to name her, you wanted to name her Luna.
Yeah.
Luna.
And then
I wanted to name her Frida.
Frida.
She went into that.
I wasn't feeling it for a cat,
Yeah.
you know? For a like a Hispanic painter lady with a big eyebrow, I'm great, you know, but not a cat.
A painter lady.
Yeah, what do they call those things? Isn't there a name for that?
A painter, an artist?
No.
A painter lady.
Yeah, like you know how, like there's bread makers and
Candlestick makers.
Candlestick makers, yeah, exactly. Yeah, house makers. Like everybody's got like a thing, right? Painter lady.
Samuel L. Jackson would be a great name for a dog.
I want to name my dog Samuel L. Jackson. We went with Yoshi instead. Yoshi's also a good name.
Yeah, I like that.
Samuel L. Jackson is pretty funny.
And you have to, I mean, the L, you have to keep the L.
If you just said Sam Jackson, people would be like, what does that mean? It's literally
yeah,
like
they'd
that,
be like, fuck your dog.
That L makes a
don't
world
want
of
to play
difference.
with your dog.
Yeah, I don't want.
Stupid name.
How are all you guys? Lindsay's here, and Susan's here, and Kevin's here, and I don't know who else is here. It says we have 5 viewers, but I don't know who any of them are.
I don't feel like that number.
It says 6 viewers. Look at that. You see that?
I don't feel like that number is like a consistently accurate thing at all.
Does anyone even know what the L stands for? Lawrence. I don't know.
Really?
Lauderdale.
Larry.
Cool.
Samuel
Larry Jackson. Well, Larry's short for Lawrence, right?
Larold.
Larold, right.
I like that.
Larold. That's what we call Larry a lot.
Larold.
L. L stands for love.
The L word, lesbian.
Samuel Lesbian Jackson. Linda. Oh, no.
No!
She's back. You don't know about Linda, do you?
No?
Some bitch.
That-
Not even a real person. It's just something that when we,
she's a real person.
What are you talking about?
when we would do like the game nights at the store.
Fuck you, Linda.
Yeah.
That's correct.
That's what came up. And there's this game called TKO. And you write slogans and you draw t-shirts.
Technical knockout.
And 3 in a row. And you just you make shirts together, and one of them ended up being at some point "fuck you, Linda," and it just stuck, and now it
This
became
really
just
profane drawing of Santa Claus that John made.
maybe,
Cool.
yeah, and it became just sort of mimetic in our group.
I'm sorry.
I'm so upset.
I'm just being a child and going through all the stuff in the room right now.
That's okay, Linda.
She's being like Larry.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Examining everything. If you can see it, you'll touch it. Yeah, it's good times.
What time is it?
It's 10:53.
Sorry I had to start late tonight. Errands to run.
Yeah,
Things to do. Places to
I
go.
bet.
People to see.
Who did you see? A Batman?
A Batman?
We were discussing on the podcast last night how if you want to make a superhero, take somebody and kill their parents in front of them?
No.
I mean, hey, it makes a superhero, right?
Or a serial killer.
So if you want to be a superhero, what you need to do is have somebody kill your parents in front of you.
Yeah. Batman, Superman, probably Aquaman. Like, they now just like traumatize a kid and then like throw a random animal or concept at him and he'll embody that. It's like, you know what?
Whale man.
I watched my parents die at SeaWorld and Shamu was there. And like then he becomes like this crazy orca guy.
Squid man.
Squid man. Yo, John, I was telling Michelle the other day, my brother-in-law practically lives in your store, which we have a lot of patrons that actually are very present, which I love. I love having like regulars that just come and hang out and just chill with us all the time. But who? Byron.
Hi, Byron.
Byron, we need to talk. I need to get my copy of Breath of the Wild from you literally as soon as possible.
Yay, Byron, go away.
That's the distinction. If someone else kills your parents, you become superhero. If you kill your parents, you become serial killer. It's fair.
Not necessarily, because I think a lot of like young people when they experience like severe trauma don't cope with that well.
They become superheroes.
It doesn't empower everyone.
No, it does not.
Well, so do you take like okay? So say you're the governor of the city and like crime is rampant. You could like in the shadows like wait for like some kid to walk by, blam blam, blast his parents in front of him, and then boom, icon for the city in like 20 years. But,
20 years.
Yeah. So.
That's the time you have. If it's 21 years, then you become the Joker.
Yeah, that's the fine line right there. Is the point of separation?
If in 20 years you're not Batman, you.
Oh dang! I just messaged you. Oh, my phone's in the other room. Let's see. I can drop it off to you tonight. I actually would like to. I wouldn't even mind driving over to like meet you somewhere. And Chris says, just as an update as well, my sister-in-law is back in the hospital. I'm sorry to hear that. Let's see. His name is Michael Granville, short, bald, red beard. Yes. I know this guy. He's an excellent man. He comes in the store, hangs out, plays games with us. He looks for old Nintendo games. He's one of the few customers who's actually beaten like this really challenging Mario cartridge that we have. Not beaten it. There's 10 super hard levels, and he's beaten 3 of them. More than anybody in the store. It's awesome. He's just a super cool dude. Yeah, we just come and hang out, and yeah, he's super nice.
Back in the hospital.
Yeah. What's going on with that, Chris? That's. And Kevin says I just listened to a documentary on Ed Gein. I guess he isn't the baseline for how anyone would become a serial killer. Oh, then Michael comes to our house and steals all the games. I'll drop it off your place, John. No worries. I'll go take it after the podcast. You sure?
Why don't you just come now and you can hang out? Dance around on camera. Shake it.
Shake what your mama gave you. Have you seen Byron's Badonkadunk? No?
No, I want to.
You're laughing because you're embarrassed that you haven't.
No, I wanna.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, you do. I promise you.
I would like to see the Badonkadunk.
Imagine like 2 grapefruits stuffed like into like those like legs, leggs, like the leggings for women from like the 80s.
Okay.
And that's his butt. It's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's good. But like it also has like the
It's
texture of grapefruits,
good.
so it's like it's sort of like slightly like porous and inset like little like dimples. like
the tiniest cellulite ever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, microcellulite.
Microcellulite.
Yeah. Byron got an onion booty. Don't end the podcast or I'll kill you in hugs. Complications after open heart surgery. Oh crap.
Oh my gosh.
That's scary, man. How's the family taking that? How's the family dealing with
and how's the prognosis? How's her prognosis?
Oh.
Expected to improve soon? Not at all. How's it looking? Huh.
Yeah, that's scary. Yeah.
Byron got an onion booty, make you want to cry.
That's right. If you're listening to this podcast,
Those are nice lyrics for something.
without the context, and you're just hearing us sort of.
That's true, actually. I hadn't thought of that till just now. That it would sound really weird
audio
to just hear
only.
this audio.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry about your sister, onion booty, and like
Make you
the-
wanna
What you should
cry.
do
flow.
in the future
Yeah.
is when you read the comments, give like so and so says such and so, like not just like read them out loud, but like give like say who is saying like when
Well, sometimes we do. Yeah.
But I think you should make that a consistent thing since you're making these audio.
I want people to guess. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's more exciting to. The benefit of doing this
I think that actually might make it less exciting.
This is to actually.
Is to just randomly say things that don't seem to have any cohesive track together. I think it'd be more exciting to actually be able to dialogue it to some extent.
Kevin. Byron got an onion booty. V-Pirate. In hugs. Kevin. This chat is all over the place. LOL.
You don't have to make it boring.
Listen.
No, I don't need to listen to
Kevin
it.
says, we actually do preface a lot of conversations with...
Yeah, I think we kind of tried.
Decently well. Kevin says, I've been to watch episodes later. The live chat doesn't stick to the video. When you finish the broadcast and upload, it's a blank slate for comments. That's true.
Why is that? Isn't there a way that can be remedied?
I don't think so. Not with this. I think it's simply...
She'd been sent home and they're treating for fluid, trying to avoid more surgeries. Huh.
Just playing instruments on camera?
Or
off camera?
On the camera.
That's okay. Keep us updated with all of that, because that's rough. And if you need to come to the store and just hang out, and, hugs and good company, by all means, man, because I can't even imagine just having to deal with, the stress of that.
Yeah.
Especially around the holidays. That's really hard. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Everybody's invited to the movies tomorrow night.
Not on live YouTube, no. Yeah, we're going to go see Disaster Artist tomorrow. 7, we decided?
Where do we want to go?
I usually just go to Regal because it's close by. I don't really care at this point, though, because we have Movie Pass and it works at all the theaters. So I don't give a butt.
You don't give a butt.
No butts. No butts to give. Yeah. No, Lizzie can't go tomorrow.
Huh.
I can sue. I can sue somebody. Also, I feel like
who would you want to sue?
Newt Gingrich.
Newt Gingrich?
Yep.
Sue Newt Gingrich because Lindsay can't go?
I would file a class action.
A class action?
Mm-hmm.
On her behalf or upset with her or what?
On her behalf.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back to your daughter.
Ah! You
don't understand what Daddy does to put bread on your plate. She doesn't care either.
She's so cute.
She is cute.
God, she's great.
Yeah, I will. Things will be good from now on. Mom flies out Christmas Eve to be with them. Well, that's good at the very least that you guys have. Tomorrow is in Friday. Yes.
Look at her. God, I love this kid.
Yeah, she's pretty terrific. Yep, tomorrow, Friday, 7-ish p.m. I guess I'll have to update because I didn't even look at the actual times.
Yeah, I'm looking right now.
Okay. Oh, you get to see Ariel for a brief second.
There's one playing at 9:20 in the morning. I'm serious.
I feel like that's the equivalent of starting to drink before noon.
Yeah, watching anything involving Tommy Wiseau before noon.
Yes, it's kind of the same thing. Yeah.
Where's my vodka?
Yeah.
9:20 a.m., 12 p.m., 2:40 p.m., 5:20 p.m., 8 p.m.,
8 p.m. 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
8 p.m. at Regal or Century Rio?
This is Rio.
That's fine, Century Rio. 8 p.m.
But Lindsay can't go.
Oh, she just said she can.
Oh.
I think she was confused about something. I get up at 5 p.m.
Are you messing with us? Is she messing with us?
She's pranking you. Ashton Kutcher's going to come out and laugh.
I feel like such a fool.
I don't think you're foolish.
Oh.
Does that only mean you're kind of a fool if you're foolish?
Yeah.
Not fully fool?
Not a full fool.
A fool?
I'm not a full fool.
This is not going
anywhere. 8 o'clock tomorrow night. 8 p.m.
Yeah.
And we're going to go see this movie.
Yep. Absolutely. I'm excited.
And I just can't hide it.
What if you could hide it?
I'm about to lose control.
Would you hide it?
I just said I can't hide it.
But what if you could? This is a hypothetical. Do you know how those work?
What's a hypothetical?
It's really
Don't let me talk to you like that, Michelle.
Flesh wand.
It's a dick?
Is that what you think a flesh wand is?
That's what I think of a flesh wand. So hypothetical is a penis.
Correct.
Kevin, we should meet up. I haven't seen you in a million years.
That's true. Yeah. What's new with you, Michelle? If you wish today was Friday,
apparently
wait an hour.
Apparently, I've taken to allowing John to abuse me verbally.
Yeah, you've let me do that for a very long time.
Yeah.
You let me do it too. You don't stop me.
I make you.
What movie are we seeing? We're seeing The Disaster Artist.
Yes.
You're invited. Anybody who wants to come is invited to this.
I am so excited.
I
can't. I'm so excited to see this
I
movie.
hear so many good things. Yeah, we're excited. So the podcast has sort of died down in terms of, if you're here to listen for like self-help.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Ask a question.
Ask a question. You ask a question. Ask a question to me. Any question. Doesn't matter.
About something
Literally anything.
related?
I don't even care. Like something in this room or self-help or...
No.
That's true. Since you've known me, I have taken a lot of abuse from John.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. The abuse is pretty normal. We've normalized it so you can't identify it as abuse any longer. You just go, this is simply the way of things.
I've been gaslighted.
Gaslighted.
And I can't tell anymore. I can't tell. I actually think it's my fault. I believe it's my fault.
Me if my husband watches my son. Buy them a Game Boy from my store so they can play it together. And then come watch the movie.
Buy them a Game Boy from my store and buy me some new DVDs.
There it is.
Yep, the winning formula. This is the recipe for success. This is it.
Yeah, I'm stoked. I keep saying that.
Yeah.
Where is Byron? He's supposed to be here by now.
I think he just left. And you remember where he lives, right?
I do.
I remember too. So there.
I
remember?
have no idea where he lives.
It's over by the Taj Mahal. In India.
In India?
Yeah, like not the
ways
restaurant.
to
Yeah, he's several days
That
out.
restaurant is so good.
It's really good.
Holy
Because that was your
crap.
first time there, right?
That was my first time
Yeah.
there.
Do you like Indian food?
I love Taj Mahal.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
So good. Dude, I have every system, but I'm going to the store tomorrow to get a present for my best friend. I'd like to hear that. What do you need? I was just there today for a very long time. We have a lot of stuff. We got hundreds of games traded in the past 2 days. Hundreds. Little kitty.
She's so cute.
She is cute. Good.
Tiny little self.
Tiny little salad?
I said her tiny little self.
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 A self salad. It's like a personal salad.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
as opposed to an impersonal salad.
Yeah, like a public salad. Like you put in the middle of the table and everybody eats from
No,
the
an
same bowl.
Fallout
impersonal
3.
salad. A salad that just gives you the cold shoulders.
What's
Oh,
Fallout
sorry.
3 hard copy
Yeah,
guy?
get away from me.
Fallout
We actually might have that. Fallout 3 is a video game, and the hard copy guide is like a big book, like a bound book strategy guide. They're all really nicely presented. It's like a Fallout Shelter manual kind of thing. Little propaganda pictures and prepare for wartime, but it's post-war. So
Tomorrow's like a movie night, but very different than movie night.
that's true. How's your tattoo doing, John? It actually very well.
Yeah, it's like it didn't peel.
Oh,
it's
let's-
kind of weird.
I want to see.
That was it.
Yeah, sexy boy.
I wanna see it.
It's a live viewing. Oh, I can't see, so you're gonna have to point me in the right direction.
There's
Okay,
no. It's
okay.
not
You
there.
need to
It's off.
you need
It
to.
fell
you
off.
need to
Oh my god! I love it.
lean forward. There you go.
That's so cool.
It doesn't even itch as much as I thought it would. The first
Nice choice.
part itched a lot more.
What's his name again? The brain guy.
Krang.
Yeah. Look at Shredder and Splinter. There's Leonardo.
That's right.
There's Raphael.
That's right.
There's Michelangelo, and there's Donatello.
That's it.
You know by their weapons.
I know by where they are on my back. I know the exact pressure point.
I love it. I
the
think that
Donatello. And I can't wait.
nice choice. I love it.
They still have more to do on the upper right, and then down to the buttocks. We're going
Did
body
you decide
sleeve.
if you were gonna do your legs or not?
We'll go maybe down, halfway down the thigh.
Damn.
Exclusive world premiere, beautiful. My son would freak out seeing that. Yup.
Right.
Yeah. I like it. It feels bad. The first session felt terrible.
Did it?
Yep. Not good.
Right.
The most recent one actually wasn't too bad.
Right.
Our cat is a turd.
She's freaking out.
She is.
I got her.
Good. She's a nerd.
Kicking her out.
Nerd cat.
She's a turdy nerdy.
Turdy
Say
nerdy.
Bye.
Bye, friend. Bye, little.
Bye, little one. My beautiful little baby. Yeah.
She's gonna yell. She's very talkative.
Oh no.
She's so cute.
She is very cute. You bad girl.
Hi, sweetie. Good to see you. Look at her tiny little feet.
I know, they're little and black.
They're such little feet. They're so cute.
Try to do a group meetup for food before the movie. What do you guys think? Yeah.
What did we say? 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock movie, 7 o'clock dinner?
Don't yell at me.
Should we do 7 o'clock dinner? I think. Genghis?
Genghis is, oh yeah, there's that one right
There's a
by the
Genghis
theater.
right by 24.
The
Fine.
more people that are there, the more time we need to allot.
It might be better for
We could do earlier dinner, 6:30.
I think it might be better to do earlier.
And the theater's right there, so 6:30 is probably very sufficient.
Yeah.
We should go over to the theater first, grab our tickets, just to make sure.
Good.
And then we'll go get
call.
dinner.
I need a kitty for work. I'm gonna borrow your cat, one of your cats, every day, so I can take it to work.
Big Miles.
I'm gonna take Miles to work.
He's such a good boy.
You do
Michelle,
need to
he was teaching a little one how to bury her poop.
Aww,
He was
that's
teaching her how to
so
climb up on the bed.
Yeah,
He was helping
it's
her
really
get up
cute.
the stairs.
It's
He-
really cute.
He to climb up on the bed. That's so sweet.
He buries her poop for her.
Yeah, because she doesn't know how to do it. She just scrapes the edge of the box. She
So he
poops
goes
and then
up
like.
behind her and he buries it for her. He buries revolvers.
That's pretty cute.
That's so sweet.
Monday Kitty. Yeah, 6:30. Let's shoot for 6:30 for food. Genghis Grill.
Okay, sounds good. Perfect.
That is perfect.
It is, yeah. Lindsay gets off at 5. Kevin 6:30. Yeah, let's do 6:30. And maybe tomorrow you can get an idea of how many tickets, just in case everybody can't show up all at the same time right up front. So they get them early. To buy a handful of them.
Well, I get my tickets for free.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I have this thing you subscribe, and it's $10
Do you
a
do
month.
sexual favors?
I do to all the movie CEOs of Paramount,
The
Universal.
CEOs of Paramount.
Yeah, exactly.
To get a free ticket to see a movie.
Exactly. Yeah. And we have this thing called Movie Pass. I talk about this all the time because it's such a stupidly good deal. You pay $10 a month, and you get to see one 2D movie a day any day of the month. So I could watch 30 movies a month for $10
Cool.
total. So yeah,
That's not free, idiot.
it's $10 for a lot of movies. So the
It's
more
not
movies
free,
I see,
You're doing bad math.
I've already paid. I've already seen. No, I haven't seen movies since we paid the bill.
What is that?
Oh,
Oh.
it's a fan in the bathroom.
Oh.
Yeah, I turned it on to try to get the smoke smell gone. Go talk to him again.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
That's
Hey,
dumb.
Lucas.
LOL. Lucas is here. Yeah. I have a guest pass I got for my graduation. I want Movie Pass so bad. It is good. It is good.
Who's here?
Uh-oh. Stupid boy. Another cat get to check out his Miles.
This is Miles.
Lucas. Lucas is John. And I say yes? Yes. Hi.
buddy.
Hello. Hi.
buddy.
Yeah, Miles is a
Hi,
good boy.
sweetie.
Miles is a good boy. Look at him.
Hi, buddy.
Look at him.
You're the star.
He is the star of the show.
You're the star.
Gross, says Lucas. Cats. I'm sorry. I feel like if you're watching, if you're listening to this audio only, like,
It doesn't
This
make
is a-
sense.
yeah, you can probably stop listening at this point. You're good, unless you just want to hear banter, which
Yeah,
is fine.
Yeah. Oh, this is a very visual cast. This
Exactly.
isn't quite
We've
as
been
audio.
painting beautiful pictures live in the background.
Love you. Oh my god.
Yeah, there's a movie playing behind us. It's a silent film.
Oh, sweetie.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you're listening to this
I
only,
like how
then
he,
you
he
can.
feels great.
You're probably not going to miss much.
It's
But
great fur.
he does have great fur. You know who has great fur? Miles.
Mm-hmm. Good fur.
He does. He's like the softest.
He's such a good
You
cat.
feel like a rabbit.
He's a rabbit.
He's a rabbit.
He jumped off of the balcony.
He did.
You did?
Yeah. Onto the little lamppost and then jumped down and hit
On
the
the
He
ground.
didn't
lamp-
really go anywhere. He
Yeah.
just like wanted to be outside and on the ground.
So he hung out under the car.
Yeah, Don was in the garage, and so he like wanted to be where John was, and so he. This is not my cat anymore. This is John's cat.
Kind of. Yeah, I came home.
I was Skyping my sister, and John came home, and he heard John come home. So he was sitting in the window, watched John drive up, got all excited, heard the door open, and ran to meet
Aw.
John.
It was pretty great.
Did you cry?
I had a big smile. I was very happy.
Being a stepfather can be a very rewarding experience.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
And then you just become the real father.
Yep, that's right.
Because who knows where your dad is?
Yeah.
He's not here for you.
Nope. He's gone.
I was a single mother.
Yeah. I'll take you to play baseball. Episode 27, visual heavy episode. That's fair. I'm not ever going to remember to tag those things, so, But I think that's actually a very good idea.
That is a good
Episode
idea.
27, the time when all the cats showed up.
Yeah, exactly.
I love you.
The episode with all the cats.
I love you.
We could do an episode
I
all in
want you
sign
guys
language.
to go out of town so I can watch your cats again.
You can just go over and watch
You
them.
can just come over and hang out with them.
That'll work too.
That's
They
true.
Like that.
I saw that you had little stockings for all of
Are
them.
they just the
Um,
cutest?
That's so
Isn't it
cute.
precious?
We're disgusting people.
They're the people that get their cats Christmas stockings.
Oh.
All 8 of their cats have a Christmas stocking.
The
This
biggest
is
problem,
the thing is that
they're all going to have sweaters in a couple of weeks.
they have sweaters. They have sweaters.
Are you serious? They're all gonna have
My
sweaters?
sister's knitting them sweaters.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh my god,
With
you
their
guys
initials
are
on them.
crazy. You guys are fucking crazy. That's awesome.
What
I know,
I
I'm excited.
don't want people to ever think is that we just have a whole bunch of cats that we don't take enough care of, because these cats are spoiled.
This is the land of feral cats.
Mhm.
No, this
I've
is
never
the
been to your
land
house.
of-
No, they are happy, lovey
We should
cats.
do like a podcast, like a housewarming kind of thing. Get everybody over here and just hang
That
out.
would be fun.
Get some food, watch some movies, play some games,
Yeah, put
just
the
chill.
camera like in the living room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That would be
That'd be good
that would
fun.
be fun. You're fun.
You're fun.
You're not.
Ariel's got things to
Me?
say tonight.
Holy
I
crap.
think you might have something deep down that you need to apologize for.
You.
I don't know what's happened between you.
I think the thing is that she doesn't get a chance to make these kind of jokes because people will take them too personally, and so because you can say them to me, you do it. Like you relish in saying something
I
you
say
don't mean.
this stuff to you all the time.
I know, but I think
Not on camera. That's what I mean.
that's true.
Like,
That's
I
true.
say it all the time.
Yeah.
It's especially, I almost said especially, it's especially rewarding on camera.
I don't know if it is. I feel like I need to apologize when it's on camera, and I don't.
You don't.
I don't. Really.
You don't have to explain yourself to anyone.
Yeah.
Like I sometimes I'll jokingly tell John I hate him all the time.
Well, anytime I make a really awesome pun, you say that.
Yeah, like you say things and I'm like I hate you. Like
Yeah.
it's just yeah.
So that's when you're like, man, I'm good at jokes.
Oh yeah, that's how I know I've succeeded.
Yeah.
Yeah. If she actually laughed, I'd be like, "Fuck, what did I do?"
It very rarely happens. It happens.
It
It
does.
very rarely happens.
It does happen.
Yeah.
Okay, where are we?
Yeah, you're all fun. Let's see. Harmontown names are episodes after funny quotes out of context in the episode. I think this one could be called "The Land of Feral Cats."
Oh, I like
Yeah,
it.
that'd be a blast on Friday. Yeah, we should do like a Friday evening thing.
Yeah.
It probably won't be this
Once
month.
we get this room clean, which will be pretty soon. I think that's
Bye,
fine.
Ron.
Let me go
Bye,
get Ron.
Ron is here.
Bye, Ron.
Bye, Ron.
Ron was here. He's gone.
Hasta luego. Ronald.
Ronald?
Ronald.
Ronald?
Ronald.
Oh, bye, Ronald.
Mm-hmm.
Is that his full name?
Mm-hmm.
Bye, Ronald?
Bye, Ronald.
Like a
It's goodbye, Ronald.
Okay, that's his full name. I was thinking like
Yeah.
a sexually curious McDonald's clown.
No, not by Ronald. Mm-hmm. Not bisexual Ronald.
Oh.
No, that's stupid. Goodbye.
What? I don't know, man. I don't know. I just work here.
Go away.
Go away. You're not even in here. He's simply, yeah, boy.
Hi.
Hello, it's your boy. Look at that.
Where's the badonkadonk?
Somewhere.
back there.
Did you leave it at home?
Yeah, I left it.
Oh, he left the badonkadonk.
And let me get you a stool. You can be in front of the camera.
Okay.
That's true. He's gonna get you a stool sample so you can help us dissect it and see if there's any owl bones in it.
Look at my suitcase.
Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. That's Michelle's now.
This is my new toy.
Yeah. This is your housewarming gift for Michelle.
Thank you.
For being on Twitch.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for the DVDs.
Heck off.
If that's too big, we also have like the stool for the arcade game.
Oh, the reason I didn't bring that is because it's so high. I felt like you wouldn't see him.
That's fair.
That's probably accurate.
That's true. That's an Acura.
It's a car.
It is a type of car. All right. I want the Diva
Hello.
shirt. This is Byron. He was in the chat earlier as V-Pirate, and now he's live from New York
City.
City. Sorry.
No. He's from India.
Yeah, he came here from the
Taj
Taj
Mahal.
Right. God, I'm dumb.
Yeah, the Taj Mahal restaurant right there on our left.
No, the actual Taj
No, the
Mahal in
country.
India.
Yeah.
The country.
Taj Mahal.
Yeah, the Taj Mahal secedes from India and
No, the country that has the real Taj Mahal is where Byron's from.
or lives.
Both.
That's kind of what is implied, you know.
Yeah.
Well, no, because you can be from somewhere and live somewhere else.
That's fair.
Yeah. Like, I think that happens with a lot of people, actually. Where are you from?
Here.
Ah, okay.
This room, that spot.
Yeah, my mother.
From the
was
orange couch.
right when I shot out of her hoo-hoo.
Good. This has been a different type of episode.
It has. It certainly
It's been
has.
good. There hasn't been like any sort of like real pressing issue or conversation or like conflict that we've discussed. It's just sort of been shooting the breeze, which is it's kind of nice to unwind.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
kind of hanging.
Just hanging each
No
other.
structure.
No.
None whatsoever.
I disapprove of structure.
Yeah?
What
No,
about
that was a lie.
what about
Ariel
the way this
disapproves
building
of
is
structure.
built?
Shut up.
John!
That's right.
Jonathan.
I'm the new John.
A lot of people keep telling you to go away.
Too bad.
What is that about? Go away, Byron. Not a lot of people. Just
Kevin?
Just
Lucas says hello.
Hello, Lucas.
So I was born in that room like 2 months ago, if I remember the canon of this podcast correctly. You were freshly born.
Yeah, you
I
were.
was.
You're very young.
Crawled out from my desk drawer,
The
Yes.
filing cabinet.
and I had to like shut the drawer really hard to cut the umbilical cord.
It was a rough birth.
Yeah, it sucked.
So how are you?
You had a bunch of
Homer.
bread
Yeah.
stuck in your teeth and like cilantro and like oregano and stuff.
At my birth?
Yeah, I remember that. You were too young. Yeah, you probably don't remember that very well.
Kevin, I'll fight you, and then we won't buy the Evil Within 2. How about that?
Are you guys going splitters on it?
Yeah, because he has my home Xbox setting, so we just split games. We split Wolfenstein 2.
Did you see that Senua Hellblade won a bunch of awards tonight?
Did it?
Yep, a lot of them. They all
That game
very well deserved.
was
I still need.
That's a game we gotta check out.
outstanding.
Would
It's
I
a
like
it's a video game about
I
like
think
this
you would, Michelle.
like
This schizophrenic Viking warrior.
basically,
Fuck yes!
and she's a woman and she's going through like this quest, and the entire time there's voices like playing all around her that are telling her do this or
I
don't do
already
that.
love it.
Oh, it's
Is
fantastic.
she a Viking warrior or Celtic warrior?
She's Celtic, but she's in like a Nordic territory.
I know it was one or the other.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's really really incredible. Yeah,
The first
Yeah,
thing
she's-
I learned
she's
was
like
which direction was
psychosis.
north. That's right. That was the first thing I learned.
where's north?
North.
Where's north?
I'm a retarded child. I don't know.
That's fair.
We don't all know where north is.
Up.
That's right. It's up there. That's it. Look at a map and it's up.
Duh.
Yeah,
That way.
that's right. Hellblade is incredible. It's a great game. So if you any of you guys are watching the podcast for the first time, this is a podcast where we talk about life and love and spirituality, but also we just BS. We talk about video games, talk about movies. We talk about really whatever. And right now we're just sort of on a video game tangent. Also, Byron's here, and our friends in the chat room are harassing him. So it just sort of, it says it's live. He was in the chat room like 20 minutes ago, and now suddenly he's in my
Two
office.
places at once is amazing.
2 places at once. It's,
Yeah.
Yep, like the movie The Prestige.
No, I'm.
David Bowie was in that movie, wasn't he?
Was he?
I don't remember.
I think so.
Prestige.
Is that the one about like the magicians?
That sounds familiar.
Yeah,
David Bowie.
Hugh Jackman.
David Bowie was in that movie.
It was, was Hugh Jackman and
I think so.
what's his name, Christian
If
Bale?
I had my phone,
I love Christian Bale.
Did we make Byron go away? All right.
Don't.
All
You
right.
can't do
Yeah,
that.
Byron, will you Google that for me?
Dear Byron, please Google that. for me.
Super selective memory.
That's true. That's actually pretty impressive.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so too.
But also
Wow.
on this podcast, if you're watching, you are more than welcome to write in with questions, concerns, or if you just want to contribute to conversation, you're more than welcome to. About literally anything.
Poof off, Byron.
Poof off. Damn.
David Bowie played Tesla.
Yeah. I remember.
Weird.
I am obsessed with David Bowie, so like I know about these things.
Does that give you a greater appreciation for Metal Gear and all the Bowie references?
Oh, we haven't gone through 5 yet.
Oh,
In which case, you'll see a lot of them. Yeah,
there's many in that.
there's a lot. The game literally starts off with the man who sold the world.
Yeah,
Oh, that's such a great song.
it's the Midger cover because they couldn't get Bowie's rights, I guess.
That's fair.
The
So-
what cover?
The Midger cover.
Oh, okay.
Still a very good cover.
I know a lot of people are really into like the. I think Nirvana did a cover of that.
Nirvana
did
did.
the cover at Unplugged.
For Unplugged.
It's my favorite.
It's
version of the song.
great. Great version of that song. I remember the Nirvanas, the Nirvana boys.
The Nirvana boys.
Yeah, it's like the Venga boys. Yeah. Or the Venga bus. Venga boys and Venga bus.
The Nirvana gang.
Would you get rid of Foo Fighters to have Nirvana back?
Yeah,
I mean, I like Foo Fighters, but I wonder
definitely.
what would Nirvana have done at this point? Like, what would they be like? What if instead of killing himself, he just
What if
disbanded?
they were just like the Foo Fighters, and then it was?
I mean, the Foo Fighters are just Nirvana without Kurt Cobain.
I don't know. They were very different.
in terms of band members.
That's
Well, there's because otherwise it would have been like Dave Grohl and Chris. What's his name?
That's his last name. What's his name?
What's his name? Yeah.
What's his name?
What's his name?
Yeah,
I can't remember his
don't
name. Chris something or other.
actually don't know.
And Foo Fighters had 2 other members that they added in.
I just know that I just don't like them. They don't.
You don't like
They
Foo
don't.
Fighters?
No, they don't really speak to me. No,
I dig them. I'm not like super crazy about them. But I like
I
them.
don't dislike them, but they don't really do.
Yeah.
They don't.
They
speak
don't
to
push
me.
your daisies.
They don't. They don't push. They don't
Isn't
float my
that,
boat.
typically something that you say about like,
Dead.
somebody dying.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah,
kill,
yeah,
they
they
don't
kill you.
Yeah,
They
they've
don't
never.
kill me. See?
They've never
So-
killed me, and they continue to not kill me.
Is
Yeah.
that
You say that now, and one day Dave Grohl's gonna walk in here during the podcast. Bang! Exactly.
Bang.
Off to bed. Gotta get some sleep before work. Well, thank you for joining us, Chris. We appreciate it.
Later.
Thoughts with your family.
Yeah, let us know how that goes. That's scary stuff.
Yeah.
We believe in you and we love you.
Asta.
Hasta pasta.
Is Kevin just
pasta.
continuously telling me to go
All
away?
he wants,
Yes.
all he's ever since you got here, ever since he knew you were coming, the only
I'm
thing
so
he has talked
fascinated
about.
with the like rivalry on some kind of thing that the two of you have going on.
Yeah.
Constantly. I remember one time I like walked in the living room and John was playing this game. Was it called Minecraft or something?
Mm.
That you're like making little like
Oh yeah.
Lego blocks on it, and the whole time like the John for a while was just standing there watching you chase Kevin.
I think it was actually.
I
it
was like standing by the couch. I was watching John watch you constantly kill Kevin, and like 10 minutes passed, and we were just staring at the screen. I was like,
It was actually Devin.
Yeah, it turns out he was actually chasing Devin and killing Kevin's child.
that's even worse.
It is even
There
worse.
was a
Oh
group
my
chat.
god!
It was pretty funny.
There's a group messenger, and like out of nowhere, because Lindsay started killing him too, and out of nowhere, Kevin messages us in all caps, "Stop killing my son."
That's
And
funny.
Kevin says, Byron, I think you're thinking of Audio Slave, which is Rage Against the Machine with Chris Cornell.
That's also a thing, yeah.
What about Temple of the Dog, which was Soundgarden with Eddie Vedder?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, there's a lot of this going on, right? Or Mad Season,
I love Rage Against the Machine.
which is Lane Staley just hanging out with some other dudes.
Lane Staley.
Yeah, I miss that dude. Oh.
Yeah, he came over a lot. And
Lane Staley?
yeah,
He,
that ended.
well, he passed.
Yeah, he did. You didn't want to hang out with you anymore.
When we were both like in college, we were both like, what, 21, 20? Probably 20 years old. I think it was, what, about 2000?
I was 3.
In 2000, I was 17.
It might have been 2001.
I was 18. In
You were 3
2001.
years old in 2000.
Isn't that weird?
Get out of here.
I know. It was like my first year of college. I was in the kitchen, and I'm pretty sure it was like 2001. Byron, look it up. Sorry. I don't know
That's
my.
all I'm here for.
That's true. Yeah, my phone's in the other room, so I called you over so you can check things for me, even though I'm on a computer.
What am I looking at?
When Lane Staley died from
Yeah.
Alice in Chains. The bass player for Nirvana was named Chris Novoselic. That's
That's
it.
his name.
Not the same bass player as Foo Fighters to hook off. I didn't know.
Heck
I thought he was in Foo Fighters. I guess not.
As a bass player, Dave Grohl was drums. That's right.
He died in 2002.
2002. Okay. Early 2002.
You see.
Does it change?
April 5th.
much?
April 5th. Okay.
Didn't
Okay.
Kurt Cobain die April
April Fools.
4th?
He's not dead.
Yeah, exactly. Super pranked.
20
You
years
know there are
later.
people
Didn't
that
he
gotta
die
think that,
in
like all those people that are convinced
Oh, that's
Elvis is
true.
still alive.
Elvis and Tupac are hanging out,
The Tupac one is a strong conspiracy.
eating booty in Hawaii or whatever. Yeah.
Is it Cuba or something?
So, yeah, something like that. You've got a phone. Holy crap. Well, hold on a second.
I can go home.
Yeah, exactly. You're no longer needed. Yeah, Michelle's got her phone with her.
I forget what I was looking at. Something's wrong with me.
Today?
It's like I'm.
So this like very strange thing has been happening to me the past couple of days, where like I'll be doing something or talking to someone or thinking of something, and then I'll forget my train of thought.
Like mid-sentence?
Not necessarily like mid conversation or whatever's going on, and I'll not just forget my train of thought, but like very. You know how a lot of times you'll kind of derail a little bit, but you still are sort of aware of what it was you were supposed to do. I'll like complete blank slate. Like I have no clue what was happening, and then I experience this very, very intense anxiety. I'll be like sitting there, and I know I was supposed to do or say or like something of this like really, really wild anxiety surrounding what I like.
What you forgot.
What I forgot.
Yeah.
But
I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate
Like
that.
when we were watching the
Yeah.
video game awards earlier, I was experiencing that, but I can't for the life of me remember what I forgot.
I hate that.
But I know I forgot that I was supposed to do something
Yeah.
or say something.
hate
Like
that
I can't
feeling.
remember. And this happened to me a couple of like 2 or 3 times in the past 2 days. Like I've experienced that weird like I forgot to do or say or think or like something. So it's very strange. It's very
That's
strange.
fair. I miss Live. They haven't come out with new music in 10 years. I actually was listening to an old Cyberzone with Michael Radon, and we had discussed that the lead singer from Live, Art something or other, is that his name?
Or something or other?
Yeah, I think it's a Polish.
Something or other?
Yeah, something or other.
Sounds Polish.
Yes, exactly. They say he wasn't in Live anymore. I wasn't aware that they were actually doing anything, but I don't know. That was unverified. He just told me.
What did they unveil more Death Stranding stuff?
They did. They had a brand new trailer, and it was crazy. Crazy.
You still
Excellent.
know nothing?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. It's very Del Toro. It's very Kojima. All at once.
All I want is to know nothing.
Is this it?
I have to be up in 5 hours from right this minute, so I actually need to go.
Okay.
Tell me, dude.
5.
Can you
Yeah.
even count to 5?
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. So just a wild lucky guess. Okay. In that case, we're gonna end the podcast. There's not much going on, but thank you guys. It's been fun. We've got Ariel. We've
Byron
got Byron.
said if we end it, he's going to kill us, so you have to keep it going.
Yeah. You're stuck here all night.
I'm putting it on pause, so it's not ending until next week.
You don't ever get to end it.
I'll do this
Your
for the rest
mouse
of my
won't
life.
stop broadcasting.
You're going to
you live.
die. He'll kill you as soon as you...
That's how they say pause on internet.
On internet.
Yeah.
It's like,
Don't
it's, like
worry,
a,
I'll protect you.
it's like a VHS. You hit stop and then play, and you're in the same spot.
Seriously, though, I need to take off.
Okay. All right. Get going. Thank you guys again for watching.
See some of you tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Movie
What time?
6:30 at Genghis Grill,
Genghis Grill 6:30. The
and then
movie's
the movie
at
at 8 o'clock at Century View. I'm
Uh,
excited. All right.
do you
Get
want
outta
to
here.
sit here? Oh, are you ending it?
I'm in here right now. Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
then I'll
Yeah, we're
end it,
gonna-
and I'll sit here
All
until
right.
it's over.
All right. Punched.
Mm.
Don't fist bump me. Okay, fine.
Mm.
I was gonna punch you. you stopped me
But
from
I
insulting
stopped
me.
you.
That's right. High five.
Ah!
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll be back next week. Maybe. It's getting close to Christmas, so maybe not. We'll see. We'll let you know.
Good night.
Have a good night, everybody. Until
Later.
next time.